Good morning. I want to talk to you about owning everything that you are right now in this moment so that you can find all of the power that you possibly have access to. Because right now, I think it's a great time to do that. I'm Lisa Jane, and most probably like you, I've also been feeling these ups and downs and these moments where you're out of your flow, where you're out of your center. And as a woman that's probably done quite a bit of work on herself, and I know so many of my audience have, sometimes it's really hard to understand and accept when you feel really crappy and you're just a total mess. Because you go, I know that I shouldn't be feeling like this. I know what it feels like to feel great. Like you have all the information in your head, and yet the life experience that you know you can have isn't something that you're in right now. And I actually think that that's something that is just what happens to us because we're in a human body. We are having an experience, and an experience is a feeling thing, right? It's not a thinking thing. So our life is an experience. It is a feeling engagement, and it really isn't impacted by it is impacted by our thoughts. But the thing is, we learn more information to change our feeling situation. And yet, it's a feeling, like we don't do feelings in our head. So because we're engaging with life, we are always going to have a feeling. And so the ultimate solution lies when we can engage with our feelings in a way that we feel empowered. Because we're engaging through our heads, not actually through our feeling world often, which gives us a feeling of not being able to get to where we want to get to, not being able to achieve what we want to achieve. So one of the things that I've observed when I'm working with people is this place of when you completely own where you are right now, when you're in this, and they talk about, you would have read it everywhere, this acceptance state. That place of acceptance and owning all that you are actually allows you to stand in your true power. And let me explain why. When I'm in my truth and I'm owning all of me, like I'm in who I really am, and there might be parts of me that I might go, I could improve that, I could make that better, I'd prefer that to be another thing. But right now, this is how I am. And I totally love this place, I'm in this place, and I'm going to work towards that. But I'm not going to attach to that and deny this or resist this or not own this, not allow this to be my life experience right now. Because what happens is if I do that, if I go, I want that body and I don't like what I've got now, I hate what I am right now, and I've heard those words being used against our beautiful vessel that we're experiencing life in, because we're programmed, right? We're shown that on the media all the time, what we should look like, whether we're male or female, it doesn't matter. We're shown all the time these images of what we should be and how we should be, how we should act, how we should look, all parts of ourselves. And it's such a, we're so bombarded with these images all the time. Why wouldn't we feel dissatisfaction? But remember that very phenomenon is what keeps you powerless. That very phenomenon keeps you in fear and keeps you away from the true power that you are. It takes away your self-authority. And that is your most beautiful, amazing, powerful place of creation when you stand in that. So every time you deny a part of yourself as not being good enough, you step away from who you really are. You deny that part of yourself and you're trying to be something that you're not to get something outside of yourself. So automatically you've moved away from who you truly are. Let me rephrase that. Whenever I'm trying to be something that I'm not, to get external validation, to get love, to find security, whenever I'm doing things that aren't fully me, that aren't in alignment with all I am, that aren't accepting of everything I am right now, when I'm trying to be something, that is not that, to get something from the outside to meet an internal need, I've split myself from my true power, from the essence of who I am, because I am more than this body. When I split myself from that true power, I'm actually walking away from this incredible creative power that I have within me. It's almost like I'm saying to myself, over there is more important. That's what's going to make me feel powerful. And I turn my back on my own power. And so I'm showing myself all the time that I don't trust me. I'm indicating to myself all the time that I'm not good enough, because who I really am, right here, right now, I'm going, not good enough. I want that over there. So this message that I'm sending myself all the time it lands on me. And over time, I trust myself less and less, because I'm consistently giving myself this message that who I really am and what I really am is not good enough. And so why wouldn't we have trust issues? Why would we feel emotionally safe? What I'd like to invite you to do right now is just practice. Every time you have a feeling that there's something more that you need to be, or that you need to go outside and get something or be something or do something, just come back to your heart. Just come back to who you really are and just practice it. And that involves you going, okay, I'm going to recalibrate to the true me. However it is in this moment, however I'm turning up is okay. I know I'm not always going to be like this. I know that whatever's happening right now is just right now. I don't have to attach a story to it. I don't have to see it being like this forever, because it won't be forever. Nothing is forever except the truth of who we are. It's going to be transient. Even if we're not happy with our body, we can make progress to do something about that. We can always make progress. So nothing has to be forever. But right now, the first thing is just stopping for a minute and getting out of the thinking and coming into the heart and just recalibrating to that truth, to the inner power that you have. Validate your emotions, because it's the feelings that we have around the experience that we're in right now that will generate this thinking that separates us from our truth. So validate the feeling. Well, why wouldn't I feel like that? Why wouldn't I feel unattractive, given that all the images coming at me are so perfect? I know they're not real. I know that they're all brushed, airbrushed. But that doesn't matter. It still lands on me as a feeling. Why wouldn't I feel like that? Why wouldn't I feel unworthy? Why wouldn't I feel not good enough? Why wouldn't I feel not slim enough? Of course I'm going to feel all those things. That's okay. It's just a feeling. I don't have to take it on board as who I really am. I'll do something about it. I might make sure that I walk every morning, or whatever it is I decide to do about it. But it's not who I really am. And there's a lot of power inside of you when you stop walking away from who you really are and you stop trying to be something to get something. So this morning, I would love to invite you today to start to recalibrate. Just a little shift in each moment when you recognize that you're feeling certain things and you're looking outside of yourself for some form of external validation or to get a need met. Just a bit of a shift. Look back inside yourself. Just start to get curious about that place in you and validate your emotion, because that allows it to process, and it will diffuse very quickly if you acknowledge it. I'm sending you love, and I hope that that's a beneficial action for you to take today.